Hi everybody, you are listening to 31 Days of Horror, a series of blogs and podcasts where every day for 31 days from October the 1st till October the 31st, you will be taken on a ride through 31 film experiences unlike the typical list of movies that you come to expect from the Halloween season. 31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is... corpse. Sound a little bit necrophiliac. Corpse. 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 That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com.
Half in the bag.
Pizza rolls.
Fuck movies.
Welcome.
13th of October, I'm looking for some.
I keep eating.
That's okay.
What's my problem?
You want to stay alive?
I have like 10 minutes in a day where I don't need to eat. It's like people who go to the cinema and eat food.
What is that?
What's going
Are
on?
you a child? Can you not
For
eat for 2 hours? Yeah, I've seen people come in with like Tupperware boxes with Chinese food in there and stuff. And you're just, what are you doing?
They just want to rush it to get to the sex.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's not a very good date night. So, feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're on course. We've set the tone.
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, absolutely. So Red Letter Media guys.
Yeah, so think it's kind of like a very domesticated, low budget, Langoliers in your home, kind of meatballs in the basement.
Yeah.
Story with Plinkett.
Star Wars The Phantom Menace was the most disappointing thing since my son. I mean, how much more could you possibly fuck up the entire backstory to Star Wars?
So if you ever look at things on the internet, and if you ever go onto YouTube, and if you're interested in film, then by now you would have found Half in the Bag.
Yeah, Red Letter Media.
Best of the Worst.
Yeah.
By Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
And they're prolific film viewers of schlock movies. They love to rip apart movies. They ripped apart Star Wars Episode 1 famously.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and they keep making them, but they're not as good. They're just kind of
Yeah.
like repeat, rehash.
I do like it's the most disappointing thing
Since
since
my
my son. This is really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, great guys. I think sometimes they've got a little bit too much to say for themselves, and I think they've got a bit of a
I think they just
high
became
opinion of themselves.
They became their own entity, and because of that, they're expected to kind of do that kind of thing. So it's just but I've stuck with them, and they're okay. They haven't been making a lot of content lately, but this was was it about 5-6 years ago? They made this film on a shoestring budget. Of course, they're making loads of money now with all the different YouTube channels. They've got Patreon, so they're making up to about, I think they're in they're millionaires by now, I'm sure.
You reckon?
Smells
really?
like it.
Wow.
I mean, if you think about all those YouTubers on there who are making kids videos, especially surprise egg videos, they're all millionaires.
Yeah, well, some of them got like 50 million views.
I know, and they just sit there opening eggs, which has nothing to do with feeding frenzy, but we just have to mention that.
Well, yeah, because it's an internet YouTube bomb.
And we did do a parody of the egg lady, which
We did,
yeah,
which was hilarious.
yeah.
Really funny.
But with Feeding Frenzy,
Well, what do you think of it? Do you think it's a good film?
it's a terrible film.
Yeah.
It's a really crass film, but because I know the guys and I know it's a pleasure to watch simply because of that. I mean, I in a way I kind of looked at their body of work, both of them, and Space Cop wasn't really a horror, and I just thought, Feeding Frenzy, I've got to put this on the list because. You know, everybody kind of reaches to films like Langoliers, and that was a naff film about meatballs with teeth.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, this is the same thing. This is just as, but this is actually better, I think, because it's real blood, really gory. It's like a lot of fun to. It's fun to watch, so it's obviously fun to make.
Yeah, it is. You can. Yeah, they were just having a laugh. Sometimes when you're watching a film and it looks like everybody in it were having a really good time, usually means the film's going to be rubbish.
Sometimes, yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's only if it's got the Wayans family in there, all of them,
Yeah.
and then it's usually going to be the worst thing you've ever seen. But
Unless they're playing with a hand grenade. That'd be nice.
oh, okay, yeah, we can wait.
Yeah. White chicks too. But yeah, it's dreadful, but great in equal measure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
We know Plinkett. I mean, Plinkett's this character who they who has just been known by voice only because of the Star Wars Episode 1 reviews, and to begin with, to listen to him is like, what am I listening to? And then you kind of get to know who he is, and then of course now he's in this film, played by Rich Evans, who is kind of like the visual Plinkett.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the voice in the same way that Mike and I don't think I know what I'm saying. Stoklasa.
Stoklasa, yeah, Mike Stoklasa.
But yeah, he does a really good Plinkett voice. But Rich Evans kind of became the visual element of that. And Jay Bauman, he's hilarious in it. You know, he plays the same character that he generally does on the show.
Yeah,
just kind of dizzy, you know. And yeah, I think it's a fun film for Halloween. Halloween sometimes has to not always be super serious or constructed or quality. It can just be people just messing around. This could have just been made in the house during Halloween, and that kind of film. So that's why it's in there. It's totally off the rails in terms of quality, but that's the point.
Where could people find this?
You go to, I think it's Red Letter Media Bandcamp, and you can buy it for $10, and it goes to their incredibly lucrative bank account, which is full of money. And they've got a huge studio in Milwaukee where they just make schlock.
Bless them. You know what?
They are living the dream.
Well done to them. You know, they started off with just nothing.
Doing wedding videos they started off doing.
Fantastic.
And they thought, well, do you know what? We can just make schlock and review schlock. And there's this thing called YouTube. Bingo! Yeah. Boom! Done. Great. So
gotta grab the zeitgeist while it's fresh.
Exactly. But that's what it's like. That was just America at the right time. Imagine trying that here. I mean, to get a group of people who are interested in making films. I found one.
Yeah.
And he's sitting across from me.
We made a film.
Lighting, everything. You were the driver. My God, it's just two of us.
Yeah. I don't. Is it a different thing here with ideas where, is it the American, you get the feeling of things can be done, it's the American dream, where here everyone's kind of like, I
think they've got the space. I think that it's cheaper space, so then their ideas are bigger. Here it's kind of like, we've got a cabin, it's 3x4.
Yeah.
And we've got some equipment. How many people can we fit in there? 2.
Yeah, let's do that then.
That's it. It's about, I think we're just in a smaller goldfish bowl, and that's people are, can't be bothered.
I think that's what it is. I think it's wow, this is going on deep, but I didn't know this would go. Yeah, you get a feeling in America where you're taught to believe that whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah,
you can achieve whatever. We're here. You get a feeling of a kind of
people don't understand.
Well, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah,
finish school, Go to college, go to uni, get a job, pay taxes, retire, die.
If you're in your 40s, you shouldn't be hanging around other guys making movies.
Yeah.
Basically, and they find that a bit weird. They're all playing golf going, look at those schmucks making a film.
Yeah, those creative people.
Yeah, look at them with his mask. But there you go. So, let's not go too far, because this could be the longest episode ever.
Yeah,
but we have
all
gone.
right, nip that in the butt now.
Oh, it's good. Because, it's true. So, Feeding Frenzy, Red Letter Media.
Hit it up. Yeah.
Bag it up.
Yeah.
Half in the bag.
Half in the bag.
Fuck movies. Now for a word from our sponsor. Very disappointing. What was that, a frog? 31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is... corpse. Sound a little bit necrophiliac. Corpse. Corpse. That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com.